Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right, welcome in everybody. Starting off Monday, right of the new year with Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. You came to the right spot after you got that nice little Venmo payment from the bookies or Cash App payment from the bookies today. Let's keep building on that with the show that's powered and sponsored by PickCity.com. Make sure to be checking them out for all their specials and also to be checking out the Wise Guys Diamond Club. They have a good January special running as well if you want to get involved there. Thank you to everyone who tapped in with us yesterday for Sunday morning quarterbacks. Nice little profitable show yesterday morning, live on Daily Bread Media on Twitter. So we got that up and loaded. We'll shout you guys out that comment there on Twitter. But you already know YouTube's the best way to be tapped in because once we go live, the waiting room comes in so you can be tapped in like Victor, No Good Fresh, and Joseph to get ready for the show. Give us a like, give us a subscribe there. We appreciate all that. But Sosa, how you doing on this light Monday?
Oh man, chilling. It's snowing outside. This shit is trash, but here we are. Here we are. And no, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Yes, yesterday was a good day. We go forward. We move on. How about you, man? How are things treating you in the new year?
Can't complain. Always good here. Clinch that playoff spot. You still got a little sweat to be going this weekend, so it's pretty nice for us.
It ain't no sweat. Expectations were low, just like you. You
Yeah,
you 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 feel like you won the Super Bowl yesterday, and all you did was make the playoffs, right?
yeah, can't complain. What
Yeah,
was it? 5.5 was the win total that was set for this season. Some had the flat six, soared over that.
game's the game. You're still talking about the refs, man. Just give it up, Chuck. Give it up, my boy. It is what it is. It be like that sometimes. You can't win them all. I don't know how many cliches I can use. The refs definitely host y'all, but the game is the game, man. Just that's how it goes. And off the roads, whatever. If you're in the DMV, stay off the roads. What did we learn yesterday? We learned that betting against Joe Burrow is a bad thing on the internet. You can't do that because the fucking world kills them. Uh, you know,
Joe Judge was
the Chiefs game
vouching
fucked
for
my
his job.
parlay up. Hey man, that's why you shouldn't have parlayed. Nobody tell you to do that dumb shit.
That was the craziest shit that happened that I seen happen yesterday was an 11-minute answer to a question that you got in a press conference.
Oh Lord, that's pretty much the end of the season. But the Bears are back. I the Bears are back already. It's the season hasn't even official. You know what? You got it.
Let them be happy. We need it.
Facts. Oh Lord, parlays can go either way, but usually the other way, more than more than usual, more than most.
Anything else you want to get into before we start rattling through the show? What we got lined up for today?
Man, I can't really think of anything to be honest. I really can't. I really can't think of anything. Yesterday was another Sunday in the NFL. The Raiders won, so the season's still alive to some extent for them. I suppose they can still make it in. They obviously need some help, but so do Raider fans.
Yeah, and I guess the biggest thing is I hope you got in at some openers because lines already started to move. But before we get into what we're seeing for the last week in NFL, let's start off with the college hoops action. Extremely small slate tonight. No official play for me, but we have to cover the top game on the board when we got Purdue and Wisconsin going up here tonight. You got Purdue laying 12 and a half at home. You got a flat 140 sitting out there, and there's nothing at all whatsoever that catches my attention in this game. I think it's lined extremely right. Sosa, is there any way that Wisconsin's slow ass pace can keep this within double digits? Or I don't know. That's just kind of where 12.5 is such a dead number.
For me, if the game was in Wisconsin, maybe. I think this is a situation where Purdue just comes in and smokes them at the crib, back at home. That's what I expect.
Yeah, I just think the under 140 would be the play I'd want to go here. Our man Jerry likes the Purdue team total over. And I just like the under here because Purdue doesn't really force turnovers that much. Wisconsin takes care of the ball, and you're just going to have extremely long possessions where Wisconsin's defense is probably stronger than Purdue's defense so far, which is not crazy to say just with what Wisconsin's returned, but nothing here. Nice little top game action if you need to be watching college hoops action, but nothing too convincing there, just like Maryland at Iowa. Another too big of a spread to really be putting your hard earned money on. But you say that, and then we go to the game where you should be putting your hard your hard money because we got through all the top ones, and now we're getting down and dirty with the gross games here. But we like one with Southern and Texas Southern.
Oh, of course we do. We on the dog?
Yeah, we're on the road, dogs.
We're
Southern
on the dogs, aren't we?
Southern is just favorite because they're at home, and Southern's offense is pretty terrible. You saw them hang in there with Kentucky in the one game, but with Florida in the one game and beat them outright. But what Texas Southern can do is just make Southern not score any points. You saw Florida, which is inept. Texas Southern's offense is not as inept. They'll hit the offensive boards like a crazy pace. We're taking the dog here. You can take the money line at plus 110 with me, or you can take the plus 2, which is, I guess, a little bit safer, but we're taking the money line at plus 110.
Yes, sir. I love that play. I'm rocking with you as always. Man.
Other than that, you only have Washington at Arizona, 24.5 point spread. Let's not talk about that, and let's get into the NBA.
Let's do that. Let's get into the NBA. Tonight we got the Hornets versus the Wizards. It's a 1.5 point spread. That's the first game I want to get into. I got the Hornets money line and the Hornets with the plus 1.5. Hornets money line at plus 102. And the spread's at minus 110. It's a pick 'em. I don't believe it should be a pick 'em. And I don't understand why they're dogs, to be totally honest with you. But
back to back,
not that I don't think it matters. I'm rocking with the Charlotte Hornets tonight, straight up. I like Bradley Beal's points too. He's back to being Bradley Beal. Fuck all that 7.5 assist bullshit that y'all were talking about beginning of the season. That's also a play that I'm on tonight is Bradley Beal's points. Right now, you're going to get it at 27.5. You could take him to get a 30 ball. He's trying to make his case for all-star voting. I think a lot of people are neglecting to see that. I talked about Joel Embiid. You see it. This is where he rounds into shape and he gives you those highlight reel performances that you expect from your all-star players. You know, kind of like Jaylen Brown going for a 50 ball last night that no one really talks about, but it goes a long way for the Twitter vote, right? So yeah, I definitely love Beal's points. And I'm gonna actually take a ticket on LaMelo's assist to 7.5. I like it at plus money at plus 115 on so yeah, that's the number over 7.5. I think tonight LaMelo kind of bounces back. He hasn't really been himself since he came back from we're on the opposite side, brother. Melo hasn't looked that good since coming back out of protocols. Just kind of one of those call your shot type of deals. They got to play good on the road at some point. I know that Charlotte still has players in protocol, but I'm not a fan of this Wizards team. That's just
this is one of the few times where you go through the whole slate and no one's projected to get double-digit rebounds here. So it could be a little sneaky spot if you think someone could get the double-double. If you are liking boards there. Assists, is anyone projected for 10 plus?
No, I think Melo's the highest at 7.5, and that's plus
Yeah, so
money.
it's a nice little double-double game if you think you can pick someone out there. Not that it will always happen, but books don't think it's happening tonight. So call your shot if you're liking it there. What is the second game we're getting into?
We're going to talk about the Sixers, and the Sixers covering a big spread, 13.5. I believe the Sixers cover tonight. The Rockets seem to be in a level of disarray. You got Christian Wood fighting with the coach, or telling him he's not subbing into the game. You got Kevin Porter Jr. fighting with John Lucas, the legend John Lucas. I just think that situation is getting worse and worse. I think it's a easy cover at the end of the day. Right. Like I said, I didn't even check the report, but no Porter, no Wood. The team that's their two best players. So,
First half is sitting around 8.5. Full game, you got the 14. Feel confident to do both?
No, but I'm not. It's also one of those games I'm not touching props. I'm predicting pregame that it's a blowout, that the Sixers just run through them. So I just props blowouts are where they where props go to die. So I have no I can't even take any action on I do strongly believe that the Sixers at the crib against a Houston Rockets team that is lacking their two best players, they should thoroughly dominate them. The game will be played in front of dozens. So, should happen. I got three more plays tonight. The next one is in the Orlando Magic Chicago Bulls game, and I'm going with the under 218.5. Orlando, I believe, played last night. They lost to Boston, I believe. Didn't they got the 50 clip last night from Jalen. I'm gonna rock with the under tonight. I think Orlando gets smoked.
Ooh.
I don't even think Orlando puts up 100.
And Orlando is coming off a streak where they've hit the over in 3 straight. When they've done that so far this season, the next game has gone 1-3 to the over. So a nice little spot where you're getting the top of the number there.
Correct.
Back-to-backs are kind of 500 to 3-4 this season to the over when they're playing on back-to-back. So still in your favor there once again.
Yeah. And like I said, that last night, like I said, 50 burger helps a long way. The next play I'm on is a prop in the Portland Trailblazers Atlanta Hawks game. I am going to go with Trae Young's points tonight. I think 30 is an easy call. They need him to. They're continuously asking him to shoulder more of a load, and we're seeing a player that is performing at a high clip right before for All-Star voting. Again, that is something that is going to play a part in these performances that you're going to get here in the next month. Players are thoroughly motivated for that vote. They love it. Trade double-double, I like the play. Trade double-double in a win is tough because the Hawks aren't as good on the road winning games as they are at the crib. But the trade double-double in a win, no. But trade double-double, I like.
So one of the more interesting things I've seen so far out there is the Hawks. When they're coming off a win as an underdog so far this season, 0-4 against the spread in their next game. And this is where I wanted to it's a stupid number. Atlanta's -5 on the road right here against Portland, regardless of who is out. It seems like I just want to be on Atlanta because when Portland's underdogs this season, they're 2-12. It's as simple as that.
Pretty easy. Yeah. Oh man. And
so that's just kind of the spot where the official lean from my show today, or from the show today, is I like the Hawks to blow them out.
I like that. They have no props for Ant Edwards yet. The next and the final play tonight for me is going to. Damn, they don't even have the. I can't even touch it yet. There's players in and out of lineups. You just don't know if certain guys are going to play for the fucking Warriors. This is crazy. Yeah, they got
What's the line? The line's still saying at 11 as well, correct?
Yes. 10 and it was 10.5. Now it's down to 10.5. That's crazy. You got tonight. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 spreads tonight that are 9.5 or more. That's half. 50% of the games are double.
It's like, and that's the same way in college hoops. You have a lot of double-digit spreads here. The one note that I did find in the Miami game is in non-conference games, they love going over. In their 14 games, they're 12-2 to the over in the non-con games. Have it be the Miami flu that comes in there or them on the road, they do like the overs when they're not playing teams that they'll probably see in the playoffs.
Love to hear it, man.
However, I mean, there's always the reverse end to it. The Warriors are 2-10 when playing against teams with a winning record to the over.
Akbar, that's how it go, bro. That's how it goes. Like they'll bait you in to take the points, and then all of them get stomped out. And it'll be like some shit where they don't cover it till like there's 3-4 minutes left in the game. That's how it goes.
Other than that, you got Memphis going into Brooklyn. I think that's probably the top game of the NBA night that I want to be watching. Second would probably be Denver at Dallas. Those would be my two games.
12 plus assist. James Harden, 12 plus assist. That is currently at plus 140. James Harden, 12 plus assist. And I'm playing Ja Morant at 8 plus assist at plus 158 tonight.
So talk me off the Memphis plus 6.5 or plus 7.
Depends on who's on. If there's someone unavailable, but I can't talk you off it. I mean, I think people are expecting the Nets to come out here and play much better after they just choked. Oh my God, bro! They choked the game against the Clippers. Oh my goodness, up 10, and then they just gave it away. I think that people are expecting them to have a better performance here tonight. I mean, you should anticipate it. They can't close a game any worse.
Yeah, I like Memphis with the points here, and I like the under in this game. This is the game that I spent the most time, so I gotta be rocking with the Grizz tonight. I'll take them plus 6.5, minus 110. Injuries go against me. It is what it is. You can take the under 228.5 as well. I won't be, but I'm just gonna be rocking with the Grizz. Spliff, you gotta drop us your Clips play because it's been a while.
Yeah, what's your play for tonight from the Clips, bro? We need to know.
All right, so that's 2 plays for me so far. Sosa's rattled off a decent amount of them. Let's get into. We gotta get into.
Also, listen, and this is kind of a call your shot type of thing. After the way KD tricked off that game the other night, I am putting some money on KD to go for 40 tonight. And also, this last year, this is the game in which Ja Morant got hurt against this team in Brooklyn last year. So do with that information what you might. I think he comes out and he puts a show on. Kevin Durant to score 40 tonight is plus 560. I think. And listen, I think the All-Star shine tonight. I think that's something that I really I'm
great.
I believe
great.
that
Put all this good juju on me. I take the Grizz here, and I'm gonna have to watch KD get a 40 burger on him. But hey, as long as they lose, it's 6.5. I don't give a fuck.
It'll still be close. But that's all I'm saying is that the fashion in which Brooklyn tricked off that last game would only point me to believe that they're going to come out and be good tonight. But obviously, they're not a great defensive team. They give it up to everyone. It doesn't matter who they play, and there's no answer for anyone in the paint. And they're terrible against the spread at the crib. So, we having Jammer on today, right?
I don't know if the fellas will be joining
Monday
today.
Night Football. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, those are just my expectations. I like this Memphis team. They perform very well. They look like they found their footing once again with Ja in the lineup. I do love their coach as well. So situationally, giving me that many points, this should be like a 3.5 point type of deal here to me. So I love the points personally.
All right. Time to get into
What's up,
some
my guy?
Monday Night Football.
Mm. It is Monday Night Football. We got a divisional matchup.
Yeah, I was about to say I was going to give them a second. I can send them the link as well if you want me to see if they can tap in with us.
Yeah, send it. I'm send it in the
Yep. But my biggest thing with this game is, all right, if you got Steelers +3, +3.5, congratulations. I would say probably don't turn off the stream. I would just say kind of just chill out. There's not much you need to be doing tonight. But in my opinion, Sosa, just because the team's out, why is it flipping a touchdown?
I don't know.
Cleveland can ruin Pittsburgh's season tonight. Divisional rivals want to do that. It's really going to be kind of like you're betting points wise, like you can't be laying the 3.5 with the Steelers here right now. Unless you completely think the Browns are just going to lay an egg here. But in the divisional matchup where they can own Big Ben both times in one season.
Ben beat him the first time.
Oh, Ben beat him, yeah. I know it's Ben's last home game, but there's nothing more the Browns would then to be to end this out. The refs and the NFL may want something differently, but
you know how many times they played Cleveland at home in the regular season?
I mean, this is where it's just too many points.
Since Cleveland has been there's been 19 games there. In 19 years, how many times do you think Cleveland has won a game in Pittsburgh in the regular season?
It's like 0 or 1 because of the Browns t-shirt list.
It's never fucking happened. Ever.
Yeah. Look at the Browns t-shirt list.
Yeah. The quarterbacks. It's never happened. And I honestly, bro, if you think you know me, though, I'm a big believer in the NFL narratives. Ben is one of the good old boys. He fits the profile. I think the NFL does everything in their power to make sure that Ben wins tonight. Baker Mayfield's not good. He's not hard to game plan for. The defense knows and has his number. Ben is going to put on one last show in front of a crowd that's going to get dead silent for him on offense.
But you're just telling me because a team – I get exactly where you're coming from, and I'm coming from the gambling perspective here. Just because a team gets eliminated, you're flipping it 7 points.
Yes.
7. It started that way for a reason. Like, that's my biggest thing in this game is I know covering one and going one to the other side is basically nothing, so you're clearing one key number here. Just seems like a little too much, but let's bring in our man from Pittsburgh, the other half of the Jam Zone, rocking the Freiermuth jersey. So let's see how he's going tonight.
Oh, call God. One time for the one time. Welcome in, my Pittsburgh by 50.
Yes, sir.
He showed up with an AB jersey on.
AB's playing tonight.
Hey.
Call God.
They got, what is he in the longest yard debuting? The new one? What the fuck? He's killing me, bro. But I'm going to rock with him. That's my guy, and I'm going to rock with him.
That was some of the wildest shit I've ever seen.
Hey, man, you going to cut me? I'm going to leave now. Shit. The fuck I'm staying here for? Huh? Call me an Uber, motherfucker. I'm out. I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. So, yeah, man, talk us out of taking the Browns.
Well, I think I would have been on the Browns if it wasn't for them getting eliminated. I feel like I'm completely like everyone else. It's like, oh, now it only makes sense for the Steelers to win tonight. It's the only thing that goes along with that narrative. Uh, I will be hopping on the Steelers. I can't remember what you call it, Rex, but it's the Steelers by 1-13.
Big win,
Little
little
win. The big win, little win.
We're going with
Yeah.
the Steelers little win. I feel like it could be one of those weird games where they'll win by 1 or 2. Someone's going to miss an extra point. Boswell's going to have a last-second field goal to go up by 1 or 2. Worst case scenario, they probably push on the -3, but I'm not even going to take that chance. Ben's last home game, he's owned the Browns throughout his entire career. I just don't see him going out that way. I mean, the season's already been rough on him, but surprisingly, he hasn't played that bad. Yeah, it's bad, but not that bad.
You almost made me feel bad for that guy, bro. I almost you almost got me there. Like I almost for like a split second pretended like I liked Ben or felt bad for him, but I don't.
I mean, if you picture he had a better line, I think that he would have a lot better stats this year. A couple of those INTs were coming from the pressure, and he's taken, I think it might be second or third most sacks this season. Can't get anything going without time.
Hey man, I said I'm just talking shit. You guys will end up with like Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers and be just fine next year. So
I guess I completely forgot about Watson. I'm on the Aaron Rodgers train though. I'm trying to bring him down here.
hey man, I want him to pull up the San Fran. I'll give him a percentage of the whole fucking franchise if I can get him. Shit.
You guys
So
just
does
drafted a
the
quarterback.
under make too much sense then tonight from what we're saying?
What's that?
I've yet to hear Sosa give out yards. I've yet to hear Sosa give out ATD. So that's kind of just where when those things are happening, the under seems like it's going to be coming out.
I'm trying to find odds on like TJ Watt to get a sack and Myles Garrett to both get, because I think
tough to find.
Those are the two best players in this entire game, and they're the only players with any actual incentive to play well. They both want to win Defensive Player of the Year. They can both do it even if their team doesn't make the playoffs. I personally am going to put some money. I'm going to do the Monday night special from last week, and I'm going to split a unit between both defenses to score a touchdown. Again, I think that's the best way to go about this one. Simply because like both defenses are going to be the two best units that you're going to get tonight, right? I just want to get the official odds on that. And
Baker threw how many picks last week? 4.
All right, we got Pittsburgh at plus 470, and we got Cleveland at plus 700. One of them is going to score a defensive touchdown tonight. I mean, you can't go wrong. If that's your only bet of the night, you come out a winner. You come out very profitable. I think that's an easy call. One of these defenses will score. It's the same as last week. You got two quarterbacks that are meh, and you got defensive players that are looking to. So that's my official play as far as everything. I'm not fucking with the yards. I'm not fucking with that's why we got Jammer here. He can tell us what to expect.
TJ Watt's also 5 sacks away from single season record. It'll be an extra game, but I don't know how they're gonna treat those records moving forward with the 18 weeks now. But 2 games, 5 sacks, I think he can do it. And Ben is 4 passing touchdowns away from tying Dan Marino for all-time passing touchdowns, 5 away from Phillip Rivers. So I think he's going to try and take a chunk of that out tonight, but I don't know if he'll end up playing next week if we lose and get eliminated from playoff contention.
And his 1.5 is right at that minus 110 too.
I'm already on it. That's just a fanboy play. I see on DraftKings actually plus 100.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, I got completely turned off all. So like me wanting to be on the Brown side, I got completely turned off of all of the Nick Chubb, like any type of ATD, rushing yards, any type of that, because he could be someone that gets pulled early as well.
Yeah, with them being eliminated from playoff contention, it's basically just like they just want to show the Steelers up
Right. Like
in
why
Ben's
even
last home game.
why is Nick Chubb even playing tonight?
Goose, if Dwayne Haskins rushes a touchdown in tonight, I'll drive down to Butch's and we'll get the bar beer if fucking Dwayne Haskins scores tonight.
See, this is the problem. Dwayne Haskins isn't even a rushing quarterback. That's when we knew that. That's when we knew that was the day we found out Stephen A. doesn't watch football. When he was given the profile of Dwayne Haskins, he was like, "Well, I like this brother, and I like his athleticism and his ability to run." And then the guy Orlovsky was like, "The fuck are you talking
You haven't
about?
seen the film, huh?
Can't even run."
He's just talking out his ass.
Like Byron Leftwich,
Yeah,
but not good.
that's why he's behind Mason. He doesn't even get playing time.
My God, Dwayne Haskins sucks. He got beat up by his girl, man. That was crazy. That was nuts. We do not condone domestic violence on this show. I don't respect it. That's not cool. Either way, it don't work like that. It's not all right. You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna get to your card, man. Let's get to it. Let, you know what I'm saying? I know Fryermuth touchdown is on there. And what else you got?
All right, so it's the usual suspects. I already told you about the little win, so I'm going with that. 1-13 plus 150. Ben over 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 100. Chase Claypool longest reception 19.5. It's oddly low. Normally you get that around like 22, 23.5. Pat Fryermuth anytime touchdown plus 175. And the last one was the first half under 21.5.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Normally I'm fading the Steelers first half, but this week I'm telling you we're going to be winning throughout. We're not ever going to be down.
Hey man,
not ever going to be down today.
Scoring first, maintaining the lead. Ben's not going out like that.
All right, so Ray McLeod anytime touchdown because he's going to take a kickoff back. Got it. All right, you heard it.
Does that go with your defensive touchdown or is
defense, special teams, punt return, all that stuff is all the same.
You double down on that, then you can do Ray and defensive touchdown.
Yeah. Thank you, Polar Knights. We appreciate you. I'm gonna get a shape up just for you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fault. You dig? My bad. I gotta get right. But
I legit just cleaned up yesterday too. I got babyface Rex today.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was about to say, Jammer, NBA plays, because the jam zone with our man Simba right down here.
Yeah, give us something, bro. We like free shit too.
Where did I put that? Well, I already told you guys one earlier.
You like free shit? Come on.
So I'm on the Wizards. I know that you're on the Hornets. I think that they don't sweep. They don't sweep them this season. They've already beat them twice. I think that even without Dinwiddie tonight, I think that Bradley Beal now distributing the ball, him, Kuzma, and KCP, they can take out this young Hornets squad. Another one in that game I'm taking is KCP over 2.5 threes plus 125. Hornets give up the most 3 attempts and also give up the second or third most made per game to guards. So I think that they'll just be chucking them up all game. Another one I like is Mike Conley over 3.5 rebounds plus 130. He's been popping off with the boards these past couple games. And another one, Jalen Green over 22.5 PRA. I just think with all that turmoil in the Rockets locker room, he's kind of like the one bright spot right now. And without Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr. tonight, he's going to be forced to step up. So I like his 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Extra NBA action for you here. And now we got Brayden. I know he has my back.
Yeah.
Bullpen. Make me feel more confident about liking the Browns tonight, or am I stupid?
I was all Steelers up until now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we can. We are confirmed.
Man, I'm having tech issues over here. But man, I was all over the Browns until Cincinnati won yesterday. Now it's just a flop. I don't know what's going on. Like,
Helicopter man said he's in the hangar for 6 months.
dude, like I'm going through drawers finding Super Bowl tickets on the Browns, and I even found another one on the Brewers that I had. I mean, just a bunch of fire starter shit over here. Yeah, disappointed in the Browns, man. The refs missed some calls in that Green Bay game. I thought we should have won that, and almost every game we lost except New England, I felt like they should have won this season. Obviously, I had them overvalued going into the year, the Browns, but I don't know what to say. Everybody scored. I hit Schwartz last week. That was the last guy that hadn't found the end zone. Literally everybody scored that I thought would score. So I don't have nothing on that front. Now it's just, I mean, who knows? I don't see any motivation from the Browns tonight other than they just want to win, but I don't know. Mayfield's terrible. I mean, that guy,
I don't know why he's been
Hey,
playing with
let
that.
it out. This is a safe space, bullpen.
Hey, he told us. He
You're
said
good,
he
man. You can vent it out with us, bro. We're here. We're
I
here.
want Baker to throw to the left all night long. Just keep throwing to the left.
yeah, I mean, it's tough. I don't have any place for tonight. I like I said, I was all over Cleveland until Cincinnati won, and now I just don't know. It feels to me like Pittsburgh has the edge with Big Ben's last home game. Russell Wilson was in that similar spot yesterday and absolutely smashed. Probably his last home game in Seattle. In a otherwise meaningless game, you know, which is basically that's what we got tonight.
God damn! What the fuck,
So
Steven?
that's where I'm at. I'm not going to play the game. I'm with Jammer. I'm all into the NBA right now. I've been focusing on the NBA for quite some time now, and obviously these bowl games. You know, we clipped a few of them, but
Make sure y'all are following Bullpen Bets. By the way, if you aren't already, gonna have him on Daily Bread a little bit more now that football season's over. Obviously, contributed to Sunday morning quarterbacks all season. Make sure you guys are locked in with the helicopter man himself, please. I mean, we got the best on the show, so make sure you guys are locked in with both of these guys. Yeah, man, as always, next year.
Yeah, I know.
And people are going to say that to me next week too if we lose. So
no, look, the future's bright.
Who you guys play next week?
You know, Newsom,
I don't wanna talk about that.
JOK. I mean, they got a lot of bright forward. There's a lot of good bright spots for Cleveland. Chubb, obviously. I love the nucleus of the team. Mayfield, I'm not sold on. I never have been.
You shouldn't be because he sucks.
And you know, going into the season, I didn't know he'd be hurt. That you know, and then the OBJ, I was huge on coming into the year. So when he left, like all my future tickets just looked like shit after that happened. You know, the combination of him leaving and Mayfield getting hurt. And then let's face it, the Browns, I mean, I'd hate to sit here and make excuses. Like I lost some bets. It is what it is. I overvalued the Browns. And I undervalued, you know, like the Raiders and New England. Like I had them guys nowhere near where they are right now. So it happens. But the Browns missed a lot of snaps this year between the COVID and all the injuries. Like you couldn't have asked for like that couldn't have went any worse really.
And then once you need a Hunt and once you had a good time for him to step it up and really get that loop, Dearness Johnson was another great pickup you found. It was the depth was always there. It's just that teams, when they get questioned week in, week out in this long season with the extra factor on top of injuries, you get people out for COVID. It's just not a bad record to be at. It's just the AFC just playoff spot ended up to be a lot more competitive than some people thought.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Kansas City was going to win yesterday, and I was all excited. I thought we still had hope. But, you know, it is what it is. Right now, it looks like Green Bay, you know, all roads lead to Aaron Rodgers. And I seen some guys talking earlier about Dallas and St. Louis, and I understand that, but they're going to have to go to Green Bay and win a game. And
I like how you called them St. Louis.
Yeah.
You
Staying true to your roots. I respect it. I respect it.
I know. I
respect it.
You know how it goes. It's, you know, But I just don't see either one of them teams going into Lambeau and beating Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't know if you watched the game, but Aaron Rodgers looks like he's playing a different game than everyone else.
He's a serial killer, bro.
He's out there laughing. He's got the hair
one.
going. Like
Whole different breed, bro.
Yeah, like I just don't know if, and you know,
dude don't even like football. He just goes out there just to do it, just to be like, look at how good at this shit I am. Like I don't even think he likes football, bro. He literally
just
goes
likes
out
to
there
piss other people
like,
off, and him being good at football does it more than anyone else.
Yeah, right. He just, but it's so nonchalant the way he does it. It's just like, all right. At the end, you look at the numbers, you're like, dog, these numbers are insane. And it's just like the dude doesn't even seem like he's enjoying himself. Like, he doesn't even look like he's having fun.
He's unbeatable right now. They're 13-3. They're obviously favored to hoist the trophy, and for good reason.
He plays like this every year and Foles.
If you could get them in LA or down in Dallas, maybe they'd have a chance. But Dallas and the Rams, they are not going to like going to Lambeau in a couple weeks, and I just don't know if anybody can beat him right now. And I know he don't have the best track record in the playoffs, and injuries, COVID. There's a lot of things that could happen because if something happens to Rodgers, they're done, obviously. But other than that, it just looks like Green Bay's got it. I mean, it really does, and the odds makers agree with me. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, no, I'm glad to be on the Daily Bread. It's the first time I've ever been on, I think, so that's exciting.
For real?
No, the Browns started. We were on here. Remember, we were talking about Cardinals winning the division.
Yeah, that was the round table, though. That was.
We gotta have you. We got to definitely have you on. We definitely have you on Daily Bread.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I said it earlier. I'm like, all right. This is Bullpen's debut on Daily Bread.
Yeah, and I'm usually watching the show. Like the wife's always asking me why you two's face is always on my TV. So yeah, maybe I'll just crash the episode here and there in the future. But anyways, Jammer, here's your Pittsburgh hat.
Yes, sir. I saw that.
And
hold on, let's get a zoom. Let's get a full screen. Let's get a full screen.
I went with the old school because I just, let's face it, the Steelers hats are not like the most fashionable. Like I looked for like 2 weeks on which one to buy. And, you got to get some designers up in there, bro.
Hey,
we're old school.
I didn't even know that was a Steelers hat.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I got this one.
That's Steely McBeam right there.
Bullpen was like, "Oh, shit's kind of fly." All right.
Fucking Adrian knows when Bullpen's been.
Every time I had a matchup, whether it was New England, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, the Browns lost those games. Every time I was on with someone else. So maybe we'll try to avoid that next season.
We gotta get some Ravens and Bengals correspondents in here so we can talk some more smack.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're gonna we have a whole roster filled out for next year. Last year, this season actually, we cut it down a bit, and then I just really didn't feel the need that we needed a larger group. Next year, it's going to be a little bit more structured, but it's gone really well. I'm extremely pleased by the performance of the crew and just the numbers the show's gotten. I don't think we could ask for better.
Quality over quantity.
Yes,
as you know.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, only thing I got to wrap up the last segment is I would love to have Dallas going into Green Bay for McCarthy's return. I mean, I know that's all they fucking talked about last night on Sunday Night Football, which just kind of drowned out at some point, but that would be quite solid.
Be interesting.
I don't know about that, man. That's a tough spot to go into, especially with them two teams, the warm climate teams, and
then you get the thing of did Dez catch it on top of McCarthy's return? Just don't watch any national media outlet for that entire week if you just want to like football. If it happens,
yeah. So I heard you guys talking NBA, and it's Houston's missing. I mean, Houston I don't know what that should just be like. Embiid should just do whatever he wants tonight.
I like picking him, but I think people should be careful because in blowouts he won't hit his numbers, and you got to be careful because just Houston is so bad.
So bad.
that he could end up with 18 and play 5 minutes in the third quarter and they'd be winning by 35. You know, that's what's keeping me off it. I was thinking about just pulling up to the game because why not? But you know,
I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I wouldn't doubt if he went straight up Barbara Walters 2020 first half. I mean, I like Woods out. I mean, I don't even know Houston. I mean, that's gonna get ugly tonight. They're laying 14 last time I looked. That, I mean, again, I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but that looks solid. And then the Washington-Charlotte game, is that what you was talking about? High pace, no defense?
Yep.
Yeah. Kuzma, Beal. I mean, again, you know, they've both been good. Beal's been good since he's been back. I like both those guys tonight. But, yeah, I'm fixing to get deeper up in it. You know, I'm pretty big on the NBA DFS, so I don't usually pull the trigger on NBA stuff till right before tip. We've all been burned on that here lately. So
Plenty of times.
Yeah, and it's sketchy, that NBA slate. You got to really pick your spots, but there's definitely some positions to be had there.
Yeah, how many double
Other
digits?
than that,
1, 2.
I was about to say that might wrap us up for today for Daily Spread. Bullpen bets. Catch him on Twitter. And also, if you need that extra helicopter cash, get him at pickcity.com. You see that scrolling down at the bottom. Make sure to be following at Jammer Bets. And if you need his extra, you got the NBA Jam Zone with our man Simba. And Simba, I'm agreeing with you. Alex is just feeling himself there. He was going a little too crazy. And then you got me and Sosa as usual. You already know. Until then, what's up, Picari? We'll catch you all later.
Peace.
See you guys.